Hello fellow obsessionists. If you're new to my channel, my name is Austin and I'm a designer with a passion for fashion and wearable arts. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make this gorgeous Rivière gemstone and diamond necklace. I paired this necklace with my Greek meander crown for the last video to create this mythical and regal look. So let's jump straight into the materials you will need for this project. Straight nose pliers, needle nose pliers, and flush cutters. Copper wire in 20 and 28 gauge and in silver tone. For this necklace, you need plenty of these clear 5mm round stones in prong setting. And these gorgeous yellow gemstones right here are taken from this pair of Topaz Drop Earrings. I took one of the two largest stones as a centerpiece for the crown in the last video, and today we will use the remaining stones for the necklace. Finally, you will need a sturdy brush. It's not for painting anything, but you'll see why later. First, let's create our first link. Grab your 28 gauge wire and cut a 2.5-inch segment with flush cutters. Using round nose pliers, grip the middle of the wire close to the tip of the pliers, and then make a sharp bend by pressing the wire on either side with your thumb and index finger. Cross the wires over each other like this and push the bottom towards the pliers with your thumb until you have this shape. Finally, clamp it with flat nose pliers to keep everything tight and flat. And just like that, you've created your first connector. Now this is where the brush comes in. We need to create a perfect circle slightly larger than 5mm in diameter, just enough for a 5mm gemstone to sit snugly inside. And we'll need to make each circle consistently the same size every time. So this brush handle is the perfect tool for the job, but feel free to use anything similar that works for you. Wrap each side of the wire around the handle, keeping the connector, or the eye, facing you the entire time. Apply firm and even pressure as you bend the wire against the handle. This keeps the circle snug and precise. And there you have it, a perfect circle. Now take a pair of needle nose pliers and grip one wire right at the intersection. Bend it sharply at 90-degree angle. Flip the piece, grip the second wire slightly beside the first bend, and make another 90-degree bend. Adjust the wire so they sit straight and side by side, not overlapping. Now grab flat nose pliers and grip at the intersection. Use your thumb to push the circle forward, bending it to a 90-degree angle. Switch to round nose pliers and wrap both wires around the tip until they sit inside the circle. Finally, trim the wires just outside the circle. You've now just created a second connector that is perpendicular to the first one. And if you've done everything right, the gemstone should sit snugly inside of the circle. Now make 19 more of this link. And since my necklace is more of a choker, I needed to make 20 links. Now let's connect the links. Take a pair of round nose pliers, grip the end of the second connector, and gently open it. Next, take another link and slide the eye into the opened connector. Use the round nose pliers to roll it back and close the connector. Repeat this until you have a chain of 6 links. After 6 diamonds, I want to accent with a small yellow topaz stone. It has this gap in the setting, which is perfect to push my double wire connector through. Close the connector as usual. The other side is a bit trickier. I can't just open the eye of this link like I did with a double wire connector. Instead, I need to form the link directly inside of the gemstone. Start by taking a segment of wire and pushing it through the gap. The setting has a crossbar in the center, which will help anchor the next link. Now bend and cross the wires the same way we did earlier to create the eye. It's a bit more challenging doing this right next to the gemstone rather than with pliers, but just take your time. Once that's done, continue creating the link as we did before. If you're unfamiliar, a Rivière necklace is like a statement piece made up of a continuous line of gemstones, like a flowing river, and hence the name Rivière in French. I added another link to make 2 diamonds next to the accent stone. And now I want to add another accent stone, one that is larger than the last. This one has a jump ring already, which is great. Make a new link next to this stone, the same manner as last time. Now I finally got to connect the centerpiece stone, the largest topaz stone. What a beauty! To form a new link next to the centerpiece stone, start by creating a keyhole shape like this. And once you got the shape, push the entire piece through the gap in the stone setting. Now simply repeat the steps to complete the second half of the necklace. To close the necklace, take a simple jewelry chain, open the chump ring and thread it through the eye of the last link. Then close the chump ring. For the other side, I took a chain with a lobster clasp and connected it to the other end of this necklace. And the frame is completed. Now all that's left is to fix the round diamonds into the circles. Grab the 28 gauge wire and cut a long segment. First, wrap the wire tightly around the eye of the link, making 2 wraps, or 3 if you wish. Pull the thread up through the circle from underneath. And on the underside of the prong setting, you'll find 4 holes. Thread the wire through one hole and across the hole directly opposite. Then pull the wire taut and thread the wire down the circle so it sits underneath the circle. Wrap it around the second connector, making 2 to 3 wraps. Flip the piece and thread the wire directly through the same hole it just came out of, and then through to the next hole, not the opposite one. Wrap the wire around the connector several times to make it tight. Then, thread the wire through the opposite hole, which is the last one, and wrap it around the circle several times. Trim the wire very close and use needle nose pliers to clamp it so it won't poke your skin when you wear it. And that's it! Just repeat this process for the remaining diamonds until you're done. And voila! You just made yourself a Rivière necklace. Now time to put it on and rock the look. And that wraps up this project. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to know how to make this Greek key crown that I'm wearing with this look, you can click the I button in the top corner or check the description box for the link to last week's video. And don't forget to ring that bell so you won't miss any future videos, especially since I don't upload that very often. But hey, your support means the world to me and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.